Hey everyone, I just want to let you know that thanks to our friends over at Anchor FM, we're now able to bring you Starlost Seas on a bunch of new platforms. You can now find us on Spotify, Google Podcast, Breaker, Radio Public, and Apple Podcast. If you guys are interested in checking it out, make sure you check the description down below, and without further ado, thank you so much for the support you've been showing, and let's get into the episode.
Hello!
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
Pretty okay.
Everybody do the wave. No, do the fucking wave, thank you. Hello everybody and welcome back to Starlost. I'm your DM. These are your lovely players. I don't know which side it goes on, but they're there.
Everybody's to your left.
My left or the camera left?
The first one you pulled.
Your left.
My left! Everybody's there! Hey!
I also feel like we're to the point you don't have to introduce us every time.
I wasn't I was just being like, hey, it's my player.
But they know that you're gonna be a DM and we're gonna be players. Like,
Nah, fuck it! I'm the DM today!
Tuning in on episode 9, Ian.
oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
We're also
Wow.
labeled.
Did you notice this?
It's off to a great start.
Okay.
I'm really pleased we're doing this.
Cool.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Starlost. When we last left our lovely players, everybody was kind of recovering from a lovely battle with a very, very big golem in the shape of a dragon. And it smacked the snot out of most of you. Socks almost killed you all with electricity.
I only almost killed 2 things, and one of them wasn't even a party member.
No,
Wow.
you almost killed
say
all
your
of
cat
us, and you
wasn't a
knocked one
party
of us
member.
unconscious. The way, like, you know.
I'm gonna take a quick moment. So anybody who reads the wild magic chart, I'm gonna talk out as the DM here. Anybody who reads the wild magic chart that I use would see that on that skill, everyone's supposed to like 6 d10s of lightning damage, and I was very nice and reduced it to 1 because I knew it would be a total party wipe, excluding Dolus, had such a thing happen.
Dolus, Socks, and Archibald.
And Dolus exclusively because he was fucking 50 feet in the air.
But regardless, the cat almost died. The cat didn't die because I would have cried if I had to kill a cat. I'm not that cool. Don't shake your
It
head.
told me
at
if I
me.
rolled
Missed
bad.
opportunity is all I'm gonna say.
Look, man, it's a good lesson to learn. Don't take your cat into fucking
You're-
battle.
You're right. You've left this open for the future.
True. If you take the cat into
For
battle
future
again,
cat deaths.
It has 9 lives, so
He won't let me roll
Don't
for
take-
it next time.
don't take shoes into battle again.
I'm not. Give me an extra dimensional bag and I'll call it a day.
No.
No.
Fine.
Now he's just gonna kill your cat out of spite.
So then, yeah, everybody was back on the boat. The cat was healed by Kiran, who then, as night fell, proceeded to steal a rowboat after charming Eggold and row off into the night. And at the same time, Lotus, who had previously talked to Dolus's lovely genie friend Kylie, tested out some newfound magic and discovered that she had been permanently altered physically by Kylie with some fun little singed handprints on the insides of her wings.
It's a nice
And we
little
last,
Easter egg.
we last left her on that one beautiful sonorous word, fuck, echoed in the night as the alarms were raised by the bosun, who was the bosun. Why did I stutter on that? Ugh. By the bosun, as he realized that one of the rowboats was gone. So we are going to pick up right there, actually, in the sleeping quarters, where the other 3 of you are suddenly roused by the fact that all of the alarm bells are dinging up on the top deck. You've all only been asleep for, I don't know, 2 hours max. Oh, it's a little jarring.
Dolus just gets up, like hearing like the alarms. He just like kind of sits up in his bed and he doesn't say anything. He just starts walking towards the door, just like
okay.
sighing. It's like
Socks sits up and you know, just coming out of trance, but he's still like, fuck's sake. All right, we're coming. And he just groggily like follows after Dolus.
Twink, what are you doing?
nothing.
Just laying in bed.
Dolus,
Perfect.
as he gets to the door, like stops and turns around and checks Lotus's bed.
You would notice that the privacy screen is halfway across and it is empty.
He just kind of like, he kind of furrows his brow for a second, and then he's like, "Oh, she probably went upstairs," and he like goes up to the top deck.
I'm going to take this opportunity to try and ruffle the feathers so that it hides the burn mark.
Okay. It's one of those things that as you ruffle them and start negotiating them to try and cover the hand marks, you can get a few feathers across them and kind of make it look like empty patches, but there is no way you can completely cover the visible patches that are there now.
I'm just gonna keep my wings like in its resting position.
Okay.
So.
As you start to settle your wings, the green lines that you noticed through them before, the sort of glowing green lines, they all kind of fade until your wings look normal, other than those 2 burn marks again. And just around that time is around the time that from the lower hold, a few crew members and Dolus and Socks would come up the stairs. You are still up on top of the mast. You are on top of the mast still. You didn't fly down. You're just waving down at them.
I thought she flew down. Dolus just like looks up. And
you
he just like looks confused.
You would not see her. It's pitch black out.
Oh, never mind then.
And
I guess
she
I don't
is
look
like
up.
80 feet in the air.
Socks has no real reason to look up, so he kind of looks over the crewmates and it's like, what's happened?
Right around then, so the bosun is like, raft away! And Lorelei now coming out because the bell is ringing. She is in like her normal clothes, but no jacket, and like the bustier is kind of done loosely, and she's like, "Who the fuck woke me up?"
Socks looks over and he does not want to engage. He knows he already pissed off Lorelei earlier today, and he just goes, "Dolus, where's your sister?"
I thought she would be up here. She wasn't in her bed.
And Socks just kind of...
Dolus just gonna look up and just yell, "Lotus!" Just like straight up to the sky, like up above him, like to like echo his voice out.
Do I hear?
You would hear, yeah.
Dolus!
Where?
Here!
Mako!
Dolus just like looks down sighingly. He's like, "Can you come here?"
Okay. We're keeping secrets, okay? Okay?
Shoes kind of mews in your pocket.
Give her a small scritch.
Oh, of course.
And then I'm going to fly down, but make sure I am always facing towards Dolus. So I'm not going to put my back towards him.
Aren't the hand marks on the inside of your wings?
Yeah. I just
thought
wanted
it was
to...
like the base.
It's like right. So it would be like right above your shoulder.
Oh, I thought it was like
visible right on the inside. No,
like,
it's not on the back. No, it's like right on the inside of your shoulder. So that's why when they're folded up, you can't see them because they're like hidden right here.
Can I just walk down then?
You can
walk down.
How
from
about
the
this?
mast?
You like drop down, but I'm willing to say in the dark, if you want to make a stealth roll to go behind them so they can't see it, if you want to just land behind them real quick and close your wing, make a stealth check. Oh no.
What's 8 plus 6? You can't do math. 14?
14. Oh boy, Dolus, what's your passive perception? 13. That's 1 point.
Damn it.
All right. So yeah, no, you are able to like just basically use your wings real quick as like a parachute and just like drop down kind of behind them. So with the darkness and everything, they don't get a good glimpse of your wings for any period of time.
I like that she's 1 point above where Dolus's passive is and 1 below mine.
But you also said Socks had no reason to be
Yeah,
looking
Socks had
for
no
it.
reason
Yeah.
to look
Yeah.
up.
Fox wasn't looking up. He
I'm just
wasn't
saying that's like that perfect middle roll.
Yeah. Dolus is just and turns around and is like, when did you get up here?
A few moments ago. I couldn't sleep, so then I just walked around it for a little bit.
And Stocks turns around and looks.
Hang on. Make a deception check on that. I'm like, you're lying. I'm like, that is a blatant lie.
That's
It's
good.
that's a blatant lie.
Dolus looks at her just like as she says that, he keeps staring her right in the eyes and just like lets there to be silence, like the awkward silence of like
I know you're
Mhm.
bullshitting me, but
yeah.
So around this time, the silence is broken by crew members starting to shout about the boat being just completely gone. A few of them are like holding out lanterns and torches all out in the direction of the ocean. Nobody can see anything in any direction. It's too dark. There is no moon.
no moon.
There's no moon.
Oh my god, they stole the moon.
Can I say at this point is when Twink kind of stumbles upstairs?
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, the
Tired
fork
of-
woke me up!
Lex went, someone stole a boat.
Lorelai kind of crosses her arms, and she's like, "Where the fuck is Eggled?" One of the crew members goes, "Over here, Marm!" And she looks over, and Eggled is still polishing that fucking mast. Like, he's got a bucket, he's got a rag, and he's just, like, shining the mast. Lorelai's like, Eggled, what the fuck? You're on watch. What are you doing? It's like, there's no response.
Socks looks at him and goes, Oi, Duke!
Nothing.
Would Socks detect that he has been charmed?
You want to make an Arcana check?
Sure. Why not? 16 plus 3, 19.
You can tell immediately from all of his not responding that he's probably under some kind of magical influence.
Would Socks have any idea how to break it?
You would. Any sort of magical charms can usually be broken by the target taking any amount of damage.
Socks walks up to him and goes, Duke!
He's just clean.
He swats him on the back of the head.
Ow! Fuck! God! He turns around. Even at night, I can't get away from you, Pete. Why am I here?
Well, you were cleaning your shaft, so...
Okay, but I wasn't. I was sitting in the rowboat, and I was having a drink, and then you hit me.
No. I mean, maybe that's what happened, but last I checked, you were polishing a wooden mast.
Stop wording it like that.
I'm just saying here, Duke, you really should just stop stroking your wood in the middle of the night. Some say it's bad for the eyesight and the memory.
At least you weren't at half mast.
Lorelai now is like, can we please stop talking about the first mate's mast and his stroking and polishing of it? Nichols like, oh my god,
Why are they freaking out like this, Dolus?
Somebody stole a boat.
Oh,
Socks goes, okay, so the last thing you remember is you were having a drink in the now missing boat.
I was having a drink in the rowboat, and then
I hit you.
And then the weird one came up the stairs.
You're gonna have to be a little more specific.
The one with the face thing happening.
we all have faces.
Oh,
Pretty
No.
white
Kiran.
robe, little black line.
Lotus, he is talking about Kiran.
Well, where is he?
Well, I have to assume he stole our boat.
Lorelai goes, I have to assume he stole my boat. After You, and she points right at Socks, promised me your whole party wouldn't be any problem.
Socks looks at her and goes, to be fair, I never claimed him as part of our party.
Okay, let's make it official. Who do you claim here?
Socks just goes, the two birds and the short one.
Dolus is just like, he doesn't claim me, but I am also here.
And she's like,
And the cat.
Lorelai ignores and the cat, and she just looks up. She's like, how long ago? And the guy was like, 3 minutes now. Too fucking dark to find a boat now. Unless one of you can do something.
Socks goes, well, I mean, I have decent vision in the dark, but if he's farther maybe 100 feet, I wouldn't even be able to see him.
3 minutes, he's probably significantly farther.
Well, I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I don't even know what brought it on.
Lorelai just kind of sits there for...
I mean, are you planning to, like, chase after it?
It's a fucking rowboat. No, I'm not planning on chasing after it.
Then what are we sitting here doing?
I was considering if you could see him in the dark, I would shoot him out of my boat at the very...
I mean, I could do this. And he holds the ring up and casts dancing lights out of it.
Yeah, okay.
And just 4 globes of light just shoot 120 feet out. He goes, but that's as far as it goes.
Lotus is going to run after one of them.
He's going to stop the last one before the edge of the boat so that she doesn't go off the boat going after it.
She's going to stop, like, at the railing and try to, like, you know...
It just keeps, like, moving a little bit as you keep trying to smack it.
Lorelai just
like a
pinches
cat
the
with, like, a
bridge
laser
of her
dot.
nose. And she's like... Eggle, go to bed. And he's like, I'm really sorry. I don't know. And she's like, I don't care. Go to bed. Walks off. And she's like, all 4 of you, go back to the sleeping quarters, and if I hear you've been out of it before morning, I'll dangle you off the back of the boat.
How far?
Far enough that your face touches the water.
It's a long way. It's all the rope.
Got enough rope.
Socks goes, well, we could help you build a new rowboat. I mean, Twink is pretty proficient and I could help him.
Dolus has
Don't
started
you
walking
fucking
towards
sign
the
me up
sleeping
for things.
quarters. Dolus has started walking towards the sleeping quarters.
Lorelai's like, said, go to bed. Nah, she turns and starts walking back to her quarters.
Dolus grabs Lotus's hand, like, as he starts walking, like, and, like, pulls her with him.
As Lorelai walks past, she pats Lotus once on... Keeps going. She gets to her captain's door, and she, like, has it open. She's like, anything else happens before I finish my sleep, I'm gonna kill someone. That goes for everyone on the ship. And then she slams the door.
Who do you think she's going to kill?
Probably Harmon.
It's a good one.
Where is he?
I bring the globes back into the ship so we can have a nice look around.
You're just kind of spinning them around.
Yep.
What if you make a perception check?
You go ahead. I'm assisting with the lights.
Yeah.
Sick.
We'll say you have advantage from the lights. You can see clearly the whole boat as it floats. All the lights float around.
17 plus 5, so 22.
You notice real quickly as the lights come in, Harmon is asleep, still tied to the railing where he was earlier that day.
Socks looks and goes, I don't think it'll be a problem. Anyway, bedtime.
All right, you go down. Anybody want to do anything now that we're all walking down into the sleeping chambers?
Not as bad as I do. No.
I'm pretty sure we were just given specific instructions to not do anything
And that's
before we
why,
get to the
No,
sleeping
no,
quarters.
that's why I want to do something now.
That's exactly why I asked if you wanted to do anything.
No, it's okay. I'll head back to sleep.
Socks doesn't feel like being shot.
shot. You're aware. You'll be fine. I'm kidding. Everybody do your long rest.
Yay.
Well, I finished my tea. So, you all finish your long rest. The rest of the night, not eventful. Pretty much the entire crew took that wake Lorelei up and you die threat to heart. So yeah, no, you all got a fantastic sleep. And you wake up just maybe an hour or so after sunrise. It's really early in the morning. The boat's rocking really gently. Nothing's really going on at the moment. Who wakes up first?
Probably Socks, because he's the only one that doesn't sleep.
It's true. Socks would be up first, being the high elf.
But he doesn't quite leave his bed. He instead pulls out his book and starts turning through the pages of his book, expecting to have any of the things he wrote yesterday.
Yeah.
What's there?
You want to know what's there?
I want to know what's there.
So you filled out like 3 pages of notes yesterday. And before that, you filled out a few more pages about Archibald. You go back through yesterday's, and there's nothing really off. Then you go back to the pages about Archibald. None of them are in your handwriting, or say what you said originally. Instead, they all just say nice things. They're just full of compliments written in a handwriting you don't recognize.
Socks looks at his book and closes it, opens it again to see if he's lost his mind.
No, it's exactly the same as he opens it. The very first page is like, "You're a very well-read scholar." It just says that down the whole page in like the same handwriting like 10 times.
And Socks has the realization that before he had left to go teach, that a friend of his had given him a book to help with the fact that he is not super confident, that every day it would switch whatever he wrote in the book with something nice about him.
The Journal of Positive Thinking!
And Socks looks at it and then looks in his bag and realizes since he's gotten on the boat, he had been writing in the wrong book. And all of his notes from the previous 3 days are gone.
Yesterday's notes are still there. The other
The
2
last
days.
one.
All gone. Yeah, the last month's worth of notes that you've taken in the last 2 days.
Yeah.
All filled. Yeah, just
So-
all of it is replaced by like, "You're a well-read scholar. You clean up nice. You smell like wet dog." And people like that.
People like dogs.
Is this the Journal of Positive Thinking, or is this the Journal of Absolute Lies?
And so Socks takes out his other book and starts writing, like transcribing everything from yesterday and as much as he can remember of the last 3 days back into the book.
Make a check.
All right. Sick. That's only an 11.
Well, you don't really remember a whole lot. You remember enough to get like a gist of a few things, but you feel like you have lost a significant portion of your
Socks remembers
information.
one specific note about Archibald, and it was that he was a little whiny, and he underlines it again in the new book.
Love that. It's very nice of you.
It's the only thing I remembered I wrote in the first place.
Good job. All right, who's up next? It's your wake up ritual.
Dolus gets up just because he's used to getting up like right at the crack of dawn, and then he goes over to Lotus's bed, like peeks like behind the little curtain and kind of like shakes her awake. I see you were able to finally get some sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, it's morning. Oh, you still have it.
Shoes is currently nestled up like right here where your shoulder meets your chin, like this little stretch, just a ball.
So Dolus is just like little like window peeking in. Does Lotus have her mask on? Dolus is just gonna reach in with one arm, take the mask, and just put it on her face. She's like, "Come on."
Wait. Give me 1 second. And she's gonna adjust the mask so it's properly on. She's gonna take her sketchbook out.
Okay.
She's gonna start drawing stuff that's happened so far. into
Okay.
her sketchbook.
Oh,
Fantastic. I'm just gonna
So
let you sketch.
So she's gonna draw like a cat, or what looks like a cat. It looks more like a giraffe.
a perfectly drawn giraffe.
She is 2, almost.
And then she's going to draw like a dragon, but it's mainly just like lines, literally just incoherent lines. That looks kind of like a house. And then she's also going to draw Kylie, but it looks more like just a bird.
It's just a strange bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is she blind?
This is why we reveal Lotus. Lotus is the blind monk.
Art game around here, Kay. Come on now.
No, but like it's because she says she draws Kylie, but it looks like a bird. Like how? How does that happen?
Kids, man.
She's holding her arms up really high, and there's
Or with the
wind
beak.
coming off of it. It's the wind. I don't know, fam. Use your imagination.
Okay.
This is D&D.
Lotus clearly is.
She's doing her best.
Okay.
Lotus, you'll never get commissions that way.
The ultimate struggle.
It's like
Alright.
a mystery box.
Yeah, no, it takes you like a couple of minutes. Dolus, I imagine, gets a little impatient at some point and is like, come on.
Yeah, when he sees that, like after like a few minutes, or around like the time where she might be doing like finishing touches or whatever, Dolus is like, may I see?
You see
Oh.
what appears to be a series of squiggles.
Mhm.
None of them vaguely remember anything that really sparks anything in you, except the one that looks kind of like a cat. It's like 2 circles with kitty ears, so you maybe?
Dolus like points to the cat. Is like, oh, is this shoes?
Look! Doesn't it resemble? Looks
Yeah.
exactly the same.
Make a deception check.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said it clearly didn't look like a cat, so
Yeah. Like you said, yes. Like,
Oh, that's good. That's 15 plus 3.
okay, you believe your brother. He's like, yeah, it looks just like her.
Hmm.
Great.
And he's like, and what about this? And points to one corner of the squiggles.
Oh,
It is.
that's the dragon thingy that we fought.
Oh, right,
And
right.
she like circles the entirety of the dragon.
She
Right.
circles squiggles across about 60% of the page.
Dolus points to the last little corner. He's like, and this?
It was a person that I met.
When? When did you meet people?
When did you meet people? What have you done, child? When did you meet people? What?
We've been on a
I don't mean
boat.
to say.
We've been
There's
on a
lots of
boat
people. There's lots of people here. Met many people.
that look like this?
Yeah.
Right. You'll have to show me sometime.
Okay.
Do you want to show him one of your previous drawings of a walk? Oh God. Okay. Yeah. So just,
Dolus just kind of closes the book
yeah.
and hands it to her.
you two are you two getting up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Twink.
He's like, yeah.
Twink kind of hops out of bed and he's inspecting his armor that he infused the night before to make sure that the infusion maintained and before he puts it on. So he's kind of inspecting his stuff as he's donning it.
Okay.
As he's doing this, oh, Twink,
Oh, yes.
you know how to look at things very carefully, right? You know.
Yes.
things?
Yes.
I'm gonna take the javelin that was given. Like, can you, like, is this a magical spear? Is it cool?
Dolus walks up as she's saying this. She'd like you to inspect it, I believe.
Well, I believe it definitely looks cool. Give it here. And he's gonna sit down before he finishes donning his armor and take 10 minutes. Well, sorry, as Kay put it the other day, 11
minutes.
11 minutes
to ritually cast Identify.
Yeah.
You all, both the birds sit there and look down at you as you sit there and just magically.
For the whole 11 minutes.
I don't know. Do you sit there for the whole 11 minutes?
Dolus, like, even more impatiently, because now he's been waiting for like 20 minutes to like leave. He's just like, right. He doesn't know what to do. He's just like tapping it. He's like tapping his fingers like very impatiently, like on the floor.
Sox peeks out from his privacy curtain. He's like, "What are you up to?"
Twink is looking at Lotus's spear.
Ah,
The cool one.
and you're just watching him do that.
Yeah.
I have nothing better to do.
Well, good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Dolus just waves.
So the rest of the time kind of goes by a little awkwardly, and Twink finishes the Identify spell it as normal, and then just as you finish, you are not interrupted by this. It's literally the moment after you finish. Suddenly the door just slams open, and it's Archibald, and he just goes, "Holy shit!"
What, Archibald?
Good morning.
Please don't. It's not bad news, right?
We fought a dragon!
Oh, right. You were drunk as hell yesterday.
I was what?
Sox pulls out the flask and throws it to him and says, "Take a whiff of that."
He catches it. He does it like he catches it. He opens it, and then the moment he opens it, he goes, "Oh no! Oh no! Oh!" He goes, "I drank that?
About a pint of it.
Oh my god!"
Can I
But yeah, we fought a dragon.
No.
Well, it was more like a golem that looked like a dragon more than an actual dragon. If it were a dragon, we would have been erased from this planet almost immediately.
I've never actually seen a dragon. So I thought it was really cool, and I woke up, and Lorelai said that you were all down here. She specifically wanted you, and she points to Socks, to teach me.
Teach you what?
I don't know. She said to not blow up her boat.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure. We'll see if we can crack anything in that magic little brain. Maybe get you something better than prestidigitation that, doesn't kill you if you use it too much.
Oh yeah. And he like has a moment where he really you see him like fucking space out at like Vietnam flashback style 1,000-yard stare as he remembers the fact that he almost died, and then he's like, "Oh my god, we fought a dragon," and he just kind of turns and walks out the door.
So it's like, wait, and he goes to put, he opens his bag again and goes to put the book back and also just kind of reorganize it because it's gone through a lot.
The moment you go to pick it up and open it, a silver flask tumbles out onto the floor. One that you are not familiar with.
Sox looks down at it, hearing it clatter to the floor, and picks it up and kind of looks it over once or twice. Just seems plain silver. Wait, plain silver.
Yeah.
Sox drops it immediately.
You know, it fucking hurts.
Yeah.
You know, your hand kind of stings. Take 2 points of heat damage.
Thanks.
Dolus hearing this
silver works.
Dolus hearing like this flask clatter onto the ground twice. He turns around and is like, "Are you all right?"
And Socks kind of looks between Dolus and the fucking flask. Oh my god. And goes, "That's not mine."
Dolus is gonna pick it up.
And Socks goes, "What's in that?"
I open it and like look inside.
Also, yeah, that is 100% how silver works. Actually, if it makes contact with me, it hurts.
I thought you had to be like injured by it.
Contact
Oh,
with
okay.
silver items will burn your skin.
Oh, fantastic! Good to know. Yeah, no. You look into the flask and it is just clear liquid.
It's water.
Socks goes, just water. In a flask?
Yes. And like if I sniff it, it doesn't smell like anything. It's just water.
Believe it or not, it's a pretty good place to keep water on the ocean.
It's fair enough. And Socks kind of digs in his bag and pulls out a rag. And takes the flask back from Dolus, kind of trying to like wrap it around the silver so he doesn't have to touch it. He goes, "Damn thing's made of silver." And Socks.
So what?
Socks looks at him and goes, "Werewolf. Silver is not good for werewolves."
Oh, I see. Good
You
to
know
know.
how when I drink holy water, I would basically steam, and it hurt a lot.
Right.
Yeah, same thing.
Right. One moment, and Dolus is gonna take the flask. He's like, I would like to see this for a second. And he takes it, and he opens it, and he just kind of like puts his like 2 fingers like over the opening, flips it over, and flips it back, and just like touches Socks on the hand.
Uh-huh. And
Well, I mean, does that do anything?
I'm looking at you, DM.
Yeah.
You're muted.
I hit my hand on the desk. It stings. It doesn't like hurt. It's not gonna injure you, but it stings.
Socks kind of like yanks his hand back. He's like, "Ah, fucking."
Well, we figured out what's in the flask, and he just kind of screws it back.
And Socks goes, "Lovely. So I have a flask that I can't touch, full of things that I really should be drinking. But if I put it up to my lips, it will burn me."
You fucking idiot! Put it in the other one.
You could do the thing. And
Socks
where
goes,
it's like you don't-
"Archibald took it when he walked off. I'll go get it from
Yeah,
him."
Archibald didn't give it back.
Dolus just will pocket the one that Socks can't hold.
Okay.
Socks just goes, "Oh, can I get that back from you in a bit?"
Yeah.
Ma'am, a Javelin.
All right. Well, it appears that this is lightning. I don't know how else to explain it. When you throw it, it turns into lightning.
Oh.
That's so cool.
Socks kind of looks down at Twink and is like, "Yeah, I can't see anything going wrong with this. I'm gonna go get my flask," and he walks off.
But you can only do it once a day.
Aw. Like, lightning. Do you think it'll be bad if I tie the golden sash on it?
Yes. I think it will burn.
Okay. I'm gonna move the javelin away. And instead she's gonna tie the golden sash onto the spear that she was using before.
Okay, yeah, you tie that weird gold fabric you found in the temple. You tie the little bit scrap that you had saved to it. No problem.
Oh, by the way, come here.
Meanders over.
Closer.
Yes?
And he kind of leans up and whispers into your ear a word. He goes, "That's the word you say whenever you want it to turn into lightning."
Can you DM me the word?
Sure.
Have you
Oh,
made a
you-
word?
Please let it be fuck.
No.
Love so much. Lotus goes to throw it. Just fuck.
Alright, perfect.
So excited for 4 sessions from now, and she gets to finally use it, and she just screams out like eggs Benedict. Just like, okay, cool.
Coochie.
Poochie man.
Yeet.
I was about to say yeet.
Okay.
Cool.
Y'all doing anything else now that the
Dolus is
javelin's
just standing.
I
Dolus
gave
is
it
just
back.
standing in the doorway, waiting for them to come. It's just like, come on.
Okay,
Dude's
okay,
been
I'm ready now.
stuck here. All right, trot after him. Twink, are you following them?
I gotta
Your
finish
armor.
donning. I gotta finish donning my armor, but then I will follow. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So done pretty quick. The moment you guys walk out in the main thing, so we'll do a quick. Meanwhile, the moment you walk out into the main thing, Socks, you hear Walk's voice just, "Breakfast, Wolfman."
Socks goes, "Oh, that's gonna follow me for a while, isn't it?" And he goes, "All right, what is it today, Walk?"
We're on a boat. What do you think it is?
Eggs Benedict.
It's fish. A fish sandwich, actually, with seaweed for lettuce.
And Socks just goes, "All right, you know what? I'll take 2."
He just gives you the sandwiches, and about the time you're leaving the galley is when the others would walk out into the opening, and Walk goes, "Spooner!
Spoonman!
Breakfast. Come
Yeah.
here." Seems almost more like an order than it does like I've got breakfast. Like, breakfast here.
I make my way over with Dolus, I would
He gives you the sandwich.
the...
I'm assuming. Well, yeah, we just.
He
get
gives
the-
Dolus 2 sandwiches.
Oh,
You're a growing
Thank
boy.
you.
And he pats you on the back, kind of knocks you. kind of...
right. Thank you for the treat.
You get 2 sandwiches?
How
can
many
have
does
the
he
other
give
one.
the twink?
This twink walks up. He goes,
Nine?
he takes one, and it is like big hands. He just like it's like this big in his big hands, and he just and he gives you half, and then the other half just goes.
Cool.
Does not chew. Straight.
You guys sit in the galley and eat breakfast, I imagine. Well, you two go down to your breakfast
Yeah.
nook.
we
down in the
have
cargo hold.
our food routines, and I assume.
So Twink, as you get your sandwiches, you turn back, and the birds are walking off into the cargo hold with theirs.
Yeah, I'll go sit by Socks.
Cool.
Okay, breakfast time. What you doing? Just eating, talking, shooting the shit.
Mm,
Socks
So,
kinda... Oh, go ahead.
Why do you think he left?
You know, I'm not even sure why he was here. So the mystery of him.
You really didn't
leaving
figure that
is-
out.
No,
He fucking told you like 3 times.
it really wasn't much of an answer. He didn't know why he came to us. He literally just said, "I felt compelled," and divinity really doesn't sit with me.
For being alive for so fucking long, you're an idiot.
Thank you.
It wasn't a compliment.
Right. I don't know, and I have no idea why he left either. Didn't say much.
I suspect he left because we weren't providing him the answers he was compelled here for.
One can assume, though I'm not exactly sure what answers he was looking for in the first place.
The ones that we weren't giving.
Right. And Sox goes, but what about you, Twink? Why did you come? Why?
Well, the same reason everybody else came. We were getting driven out of that land.
But where did you come from?
Oh, where did I come from? Well, I originally worked for a guild. Imagine you probably figured that one out.
Yeah, the jacket told me as much. But what happened to it? You know, guilds were usually under permit of the Empire, weren't they?
Not quite. You see, I'm not one of the favored races. So they were forced to kick me out.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. You're a beyond talented craftsman, and they're worse off for not having you.
I still maintain connections with all of them. They didn't really want to do it, but it's all right. I understood.
Maybe I knew some of them. I mean, you know,
maybe you did.
Right. Either way, it's been an honor to have you here, and
should be honored. I'm the Foglord Slayer, motherfucker.
Certainly right. And I guess go ahead.
Right as you're having your big, like, you're certainly right, like, kind of moment, Eggold sits down next to you both and he goes,
Duke.
good morning.
How you feeling?
Like an angel got into my brain and made me do things I didn't want to.
Magical hangovers are fuck, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a real bitch.
Yeah. By the way, the two of you, you seem like you've got your head on right. And he points down at, and you seem like you've seen a lot, right?
I have been alive for over 350 years.
Yeah, you look kind of tired.
That's new.
Oh, okay. I've never really hung out with elves. Assumed. You know what they say about that, though?
Yeah, I do. Where's this going?
I was gonna say, thanks to you for snapping me out of it.
Of course.
And then I was going to not say anything to you. I just wanted to compliment you on being the only member of the party who seems like you have your shit together.
You know, I'll take that.
Sox goes, you know, yeah, no, that's well deserved in this case. I was rude to you before. I apologize.
Kind of perks up when you apologize. You're like, did you just say sorry to me?
Yes, you did help us with the whole situation with the fog, and I can't let that go unthanked. And I gave you a hard time when you insulted me. It's hard dealing with, you know,
you know, turning into a giant wolf and almost killing people. I imagine that could be a little a lot.
Yeah, still.
He's like, can I actually ask you a question? As a regular guy to an elf that turns into a big dog.
Fire away.
Assuming you turn into a big dog, and we can't turn you back into an elf, what do we do?
Well, if you can't turn me back, there are a few ways that you could, and I've sort of figured out my way around it a decent bit. You should be able to turn me back by knocking me unconscious, and the easiest way to do that is with Wolfsbane or Silver.
Is this his Twink or is this his Ian?
This is Twink.
Okay. So Eggle just goes,
I'm the way to get him to get knocked out. I got you.
okay.
Yeah, I beat the fuck out of him.
Sox goes, I know that my skin is a bit tougher when I'm in that form. It's gonna
I got
take
magical
a lot.
fucking gauntlets, mate.
You know, you've got a point there. And Sox goes, still nothing coming to you as far as suppressing or even curing this.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you mentioned when we met.
I simply said there might be an item out there that does something like that.
And-
Just because there might be, I don't know of one.
Right.
But trust me, you hang out with me, you're more likely to find it than if you're not.
You know, that's a fair point. You're quite resourceful, and now you have a ring that shoots lights.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, is that all it does?
No.
And Sox goes, what else can it do?
You'll see.
Right. And he turns back to Eggold and goes, well, Duke, yeah. If you truly want to be prepared, I suggest getting anything in silver, or dipping anything in Wolfsbane, or if you just so happen to secretly be an angel, that'll probably do the trick as well.
Yeah, no, I'm a guy.
You got any silver on this boat?
Lorelei has pretty much enough silver to sink a rowboat or float an entire country's economy. So,
Well, I'll tell you what. If you can, bring me some. I'll melt it down and cover your ammunition with it, in case. If you're that worried about it.
that sounds like a great plan.
And Sox is just having to take a moment because he's like, you do realize you are all talking about killing me, correct?
You do realize I will kill you if I have to, right?
Only if you're trying to kill us first. To be fair. I mean no offense to you, Elf. You're the shoes one.
Socrates.
Socks. You're the socks one, not the shoes one.
Still Socrates.
Okay. I'm gonna eat my breakfast now. You continue about your conversation, and he just starts eating his sandwich.
What were we talking about before I said I was going to kill you?
It sucks. It's like, well, we were talking about where you were from, or how you even knew that this boat would go anywhere, you know, that you would be able to find it in the first place.
Well, I didn't. I was planning on staying in Rayesti for a little bit. But everything kind of got pushed a little forward on that. Luckily, we met Lorelei. That helped.
Yeah, she helped point us in the right direction of the captain. The boat itself. It's lucky that my old friend Fairmont, he told me who I was looking, or the boat I was looking. He told me the captain's name, not the boat. Right? Yeah. So he goes, it's lucky he told me Harmon's name. Then again, I don't think that would have helped until we actually found that damn boat. That marina was huge.
It was pretty big. It was a pretty big city.
Yeah.
Why would he give you the name of a captain and not a fucking boat?
You know, Fairmont was a weird one, I guess. I taught him when he was young, and now he is not.
Oh, that's what happens with normal people. They grow old.
Yeah. It's an interesting time when you live to have a student, see them get married, have children, die, and then you teach their children.
It's weird. I've never met an elf like you.
For the werewolf part, or...
How you put a lot of thought into your emotions. Most elves don't do that.
It's, call me worldly, I guess. I actually worked for a little bit as a missionary. I traveled all around the world, attempting to help bring peace for the Westwood. So I guess in that time, I just learned how to handle emotions and diffuse situations when it came down to it.
Eggled like mid-bite goes, and now you're a wolf.
He's not wrong. You're now a wolf.
Sox goes, it's not my only part of my identity.
It's just the biggest part of it.
Right, well, I am going to go find Archibald before this conversation makes me sad. And he walks to go find him.
Okay. Birds, do you have any conversations you want to have while you eat?
Yes.
Beards?
So like they're just.
You're in your usual spot down in the cargo hold.
Yeah, no,
There's nobody.
they're just eating for the most part, you know. Dolus, he finishes his sandwich. Is the food actually good?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of bland. It's salty from the seaweed, but otherwise there's no other like flavoring other than the fish and the salt.
Right. Dolus finishes one of his 2 sandwiches, and waits for Lotus to finish hers. And when she does, he goes, "Still hungry? Oh, you can have mine." And he starts like gesturing it over, and then he pulls it back at the last second. He's like, "If you'd like to tell me what you were doing up on the deck last night."
Ooh, food blackmail.
Should have rolled higher.
I told you.
Yes, you did tell me. You told me something.
You can ask Shoes?
I could ask you, but I don't think he'd tell me.
He.
Ah, right. So you were just perusing about, unable to sleep? Right. And he just puts it down and just like slides it to her on the floor. And he's like, "Well, I think I am going to," and like kind of like gives her like a little like side eyes, like, "take a walk," as we say it. He puts his mask on and he pulls out the flask out of his pocket, and he's just like, "If I'm not out by later, give this to Socks if he asks for it." Right. But don't let him keep it. Ask for it back after he pours it.
Okay.
Right. And then Dolus will return into his ring. Just in like a puff of smoke. You're muted, Cryo.
In a puff of smoke, like in a quick little just, you're gone, and the ring just kind of ding 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 onto the floor.
I'm gonna take the ring and move it so it's in front of me. And I'm just gonna continue enjoying my sandwich.
Okay, we're not going into the ring actually, because the puff of smoke, as it's kind of dissolving on the floor, suddenly kind of does a little swirl, and it flares back up into a big thing of smoke. And then suddenly Kaylee's sitting there cross-legged across from you, Lotus. She's like, "Hi!"
Look at Kay, he's so cocked right now! He's so mad!
Fuck
Hang
this
on,
bitch.
hang on. But yeah, so she's just sitting there. She's like, "Hi."
Hello.
I really liked the drawing you did.
Thank you.
I think you got my eyes just right. She goes, "Can I see it?" I mean, I've already seen it, but can I see it?
He takes the sketchbook out and flips to it.
She takes it. She's like, "Ooh. Oh, you do good. Oh, this is good. Can I put one down?"
Mm-hmm.
She turns the page and she just like, it's like, "There you go." And it's like a perfect portrait of you in like beautiful, like scrawled out things. You without your mask.
Ooh, wait, I can't have this.
She's like, "Why not?"
Nobody knows.
"Why not? I think you look lovely. Oh, I have to go though. Your brother is probably really mad about it. So bye." And then she just Okay. And then inside the ring, Dolus, you have been alone for about 15 to 30 seconds.
I've been calling her name the whole time, which is because usually she just appears without me wanting her to be there. So now that I'm like calling her and she's not appearing, I'm just like, the fuck?
You're calling and you're turning around and around and around. You turn around and she's just like laying upside down on the couch thing. Like, you know, when you lay like on the couch, and you're just like, she's like kicking her legs. And she's like,
love her
what?
so much.
What do you want?
Where have you been?
I have people I talk to other than you. You know that, right?
So then why do you talk to me?
Because you're fun.
Ah, right. And Dolus just kind of slumps back onto like some pillows like on the opposite side of her. And then he takes his mask off and just like leans back and just like, Lotus is keeping things from me.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. You're keeping things from her. It seems only like fair play.
Right, but I mean, she doesn't seem like she'd be the secretive type.
Well, I mean, do you think you seem like the secretive type? Actually, don't answer that.
Yeah,
no, never.
have you seen me?
And then she kind of like stretches and with like physically impossible core strength just like immediately goes up into a sitting position, and she's just like, I think it's cute that your sister's keeping secrets from you. It shows that she's growing up. Isn't that what you want?
Hmm.
Oh, that's a very, very supportive response there.
Well, I am in support of her growing up, but I'm just concerned that she might, I don't know. I'm just concerned.
Might what? Make a deal with a, horrific otherworldly godlike being, lose her arm as it gets burned off up to the elbow, and be forced to live with the rest of the repercussions as long as she lives?
Something like that.
I don't see why that's an issue.
Well, of course you wouldn't.
You mortals are all so funny. See, the thing is, I exist for thousands and thousands of years, and I've seen the rise and the fall. I'm older than the Empire, which is saying something, because it's been around for what? 20,000 years? Scratch that. 15,000 years? I don't know. I kind of lose track. Because you know what the most fun thing to do other than, causing the rise and fall of countries is?
What?
Keeping secrets.
Right. Is it okay if I just rest here by myself now?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
And
like without me, or like
yes, that is what by myself.
Oh,
what
okay.
it would mean.
All right.
Go
You know
talk
how to
to
reach
your other
me.
patrons.
And then she just, as she like clicks, she just vanishes. Just
Dolus is just kind of laying there, like with an arm over his eyes, just like deep in thought.
okay, yeah. Lotus, I imagine you pick up the ring.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
I'm done my sandwich, I'm gonna collect everything. I'm gonna go and find socks.
Okay.
Even Ray is a little disoriented by what just happened.
Yeah. So you find Socks and Archibald up on the back of the ship, back behind the helm, and Socks is just giving like a basic lesson in magic to this child who is just like, I don't know.
I'm gonna meander over. I'm gonna start massaging like Archibald's head.
Socks looks up and he's in the middle of explaining just cantrips as a whole, because he's like, well, I don't want to burn spell slots. Mending is probably one of the easiest things to learn, because you don't really need it. Hi, Lotus.
Hello.
How are you?
I got a thingy for you. And then she takes out the flask, sits it on the table.
Socks goes, right. And he takes, like, you know, he's already taken back his flask from Archibald at this point, and he dumps the whole thing out, and he's like, Lotus, can you go ask Walk to wash this out? Hopefully the container doesn't need to be... Yeah, just ask him to wash it out, get any of that putrid alcohol out of it.
Alcohol?
It's an adult drink.
Okay. Well,
Just-
Dolus wants the thingy back, so I think I'm gonna wait for Dolus first.
Well, see, I can't transfer the liquid over unless this one is clean.
Do you want me to do it?
Yes, please. I am in the middle of a lesson.
Okay.
Just go ask Walk to clean it out. The normal it still reeks of that alcohol. And I'm
Okay.
pretty sure the only fresh water on the boat is... You know what? And Socks just Socks just has this moment of realization. He's just like, yeah, you know what? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work anymore. And he just sets it down, like, shakes it out as much as he possibly can, and just plops the flask down next to the other one. Just goes, feel free to pour the rest of that in there.
You pour from the silver flask into the regular flask with pretty much no issue.
The blank stare she gave me. And Socks, I think I have one onset point right now, right? Yeah, I do. And so Socks takes the new flask and drinks about as much as he thinks is in there. How many vial equivalents do I have of holy water in there?
So you had 2 vial equivalents when you started, and it was about a quarter of the flask. Now the flask is almost full. So you, with math, with the one you just drank, you say you probably have about 6.
Okay. So yeah, even out with the one I just drank, including?
No, after the one you just drank, you have about.
Wait, that math. If he had 2 and he had a quarter.
He had 2 and he had a quarter. It
And now he
was
has a full.
almost full. So it was about 7 and he
Okay.
just drank.
I thought you said it was full, and I was like, okay.
So yeah, you've got about 6.
Yeah, so Socks drinks down.
Division for you out there.
Socks drinks down one like go of it pretty much. To reverse his onset points, and I believe that's a D4, if I remember correctly, in heat damage.
So as you're drinking it, it doesn't quite burn as strong as you would have expected. So you're gonna roll a D2, and that onset point ain't going anywhere.
And Socks
Fuck,
goes,
is a D2. Is it a coin?
1 or
Coin
2.
flip.
It's a 50-50. It's a thing. D2s are things. You basically just flip a coin.
I can't roll. I don't have a coin. You know what? Okay, we're gonna go with the lens cap.
There you go.
And we'll say heads is 2, and we'll say the Sony logo is 2, and the normal one is 1, and that's 1. Great. I have taken 3 points of damage today.
And you still have an onset point. You don't feel any less wolfy drinking it.
And Socks goes, oh, great.
Flask, please. The silver one.
Socks didn't transfer it. You have it.
Yeah, no, you're
He
holding
can't
the
touch
silver.
it.
You're holding the silver one. Yeah,
you
you're
poured
good.
it out.
And Socks goes,
I'll get it.
well, that's probably not good.
What?
Should have washed out the flask. Yep. So Socks decides to double down. Because I hate myself.
Okay.
And how'd that go this time?
Taking another swig immediately of holy water hurts a little more like you would expect because it's burning down the way that it was just burned. So you are going to roll the proper D4 and your onset point goes away.
Archibald is here, right?
Yeah, he's just sitting here.
I have taken 7 points of damage today.
Ow, 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 stop, ow, stop.
And Sox goes,
Why do you do that? Why do you do
Just gonna sit down beside Archibald and be like, "Want to see something cool?"
Sox looks over Lotus, suppressing the coughs of his now completely strained throat. And goes, what is it?
Not you. You turn around. Kids only. Shoot.
And Sox,
Archibald kind of looks at Sox as Sox is like considering and goes,
he's 79 years old.
He's a kid.
And Sox just kind of like shakes his head and turns around.
Archibald just like looks down at Lotus and he's like, okay.
It's a secret. Okay? You cannot tell anybody. If you do,
Sox
I'm gonna
can still
stop
hear
you.
this, correct?
Archibald just, yeah, piggies. Yeah, no, you could hear it. Yeah, Archibald just holds up the piggy.
Promise is a promise.
Yeah.
If you break the promise, I'm gonna bap you.
If I do a lot of things, you're gonna bat me at this point, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Just piggy.
And then she's going to put her hands like this.
Okay.
And between her fingertips, there's going to be a ripple of light green magic.
Oh, like she's just trying to show off some magic. Okay, so as you do it, your feathers start to get the little green lines starting to spread out across them and light up.
And then she's gonna stop.
And Archibald just goes, oh, okay. How does that?
She's gonna wait for the green on her feathers to disappear.
Okay, it takes about 10 seconds or so, and then it all kind of fades away. And Archibald goes, Sox, it really sucks that you're not a kid.
Sox goes, neither are you.
I am an adolescent.
He goes, right, teenager. How could I forget? Now, where were we? And Sox goes, oh, right. I promised you I would shoot you with firebolt and see what happened, right?
I don't remember that. You must have mentioned that when I was drunk, which I don't remember any of that, so you can't be mad at me for that either.
Oh, well, you're drunk and only an adolescent. That seems quite wrong, which means maybe punishment is the way to go. And he fucking, like, fires up a firebolt in his hand.
We don't have to do this.
Sox goes, oh, I know. And he just fucking fires it into the ocean.
Archibald just like lets out the breath he's been holding. He's like, oh, I really thought he was gonna shoot me with a firebolt.
Me too.
And he goes, now you, or I will.
Now me what?
Into the water.
Doesn't firebolt only target creatures? Didn't you just kill a fish?
Objects, too. But yeah.
So you just killed a coral?
It hit something.
Okay. And you just fucking, his hand lights up and he just, boom! And he just fires off a firebolt into the water.
And Sox goes, all right. Now, and god damn it, it's based on proximity, isn't it?
What?
It's not copycat, so like he can just do it as long as I'm standing near him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sox goes, okay, now do it again.
Okay. And Archibald just,
And Sox starts backing up.
why are you walking away?
Sox goes, testing a theory.
I don't actually explode. I just say that because
You're not gonna
it's
explode.
easier. I'm not gonna explode. You're fine.
Okay.
And that didn't look like it was ramping up at all, right?
It looked like a firebolt.
And Sox continues to back up and goes, again.
He fires again. Now it looks like it's a bit brighter.
And Sox goes, one moment, and goes to the front of the ship.
Okay.
And from the other side, he yells, again!
boom. It's the same brightness as the last one.
And then Socks pulls out his book, he's cursing to himself. He's just like, thought that one work. And he comes back and goes, great. Okay, you can do magic. Where's the staff I gave you?
I don't. It's under my bed.
Go get it.
Why?
Well, because we're going to teach you how to fight proper so you don't, almost kill yourself the next time we fight.
I'm from the Westwood. You know that I know how to use a staff.
Socks goes, yes, but do you know how to use a staff well?
I'll go get this. He like walks
Can I
off.
Fight him?
Socks goes, you know what, Lotus? No. You are. Kids only, right? And he goes, but none of the lightning staff.
Okay.
Now, we're not going to tell Archibald until he attacks me. Got it?
And then I bop.
And then you bop.
Okay.
So Archibald comes back right around that moment, and he goes, "Okay, so there are kid-only secrets, and there are adult kid secrets now too, apparently."
And Socks goes, yes, because we talk, we're friends, and now...
Wait, I need to do something first.
Okay, what
And
is
she's
it?
gonna run off.
And Archibald kind of sits there, and he's like, "Okay, we're gonna fight."
And Socks goes, in a moment. Let me see your form.
He starts doing the usual like Westwood training stuff, and we're gonna go off to wherever Lotus is going.
Lotus is going back to the cargo hold,
Okay.
and she's going to set the ring down somewhere, as well as the
Fuck,
flask.
I forgot about that.
Gonna put it. Yeah. Okay.
I'll
you
be
put
honest,
it-
I thought she left it down there.
Well, she took the
Brought it
ring.
with
Yeah, so you put the ring and the flask down on top of like a crate near where you guys usually eat.
Yeah, just somewhere where it's like out of sight. Nobody's gonna like pick it up.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's kind of tucked away in your little corner where you eat. Like you go there all the time, so it's
And she's gonna talk to the ring. Is like, okay, I have the flask. I'm gonna do things with socks. Okay, bye. And she's gonna run back.
Dolus. You can hear that.
Yeah, Dolus has also been able to hear everything that has happened so far.
Yeah.
Even like the secret thing. And so Dolus is just like talking to himself. He's like, "Why did she leave it?" Like she just like reclines back into the pillows.
There's a brief moment as you like recline back to the pillows, and then Kylie's just there all of a sudden next to you, just kids, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, you wanted to be alone. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'll go back to
correct.
being invisible, and then she just vanishes.
Wait, invisible means she hasn't left.
Nope. He just like lets out an even louder sigh than before.
Twink, what are you up to in this moment? After
There's one thing Twink hasn't done on this ship yet,
yeah.
and that's detect magic.
Hey.
He's gonna take this time to ritual cast detect magic, and I'm gonna say it's probably been 10 minutes.
It's definitely been 10 minutes. It's been like 45 minutes.
Yeah, so he's gonna go wandering around the ship with his detect magic.
Okay, you're wandering around the ship. You're not really picking up anything from like where Walk's at. It's all really calm. His spoon box has a weird little glow to it.
You know, looking at Walk, I've decided not to pursue that one.
Okay. That is, you go out into like the main hold on the second level. Nothing. All regular cannons. All regular crates.
It's a sphere, by the way. I should tell you that.
Oh, so you can see up through things?
Yeah, I can detect through things.
Yeah. Okay. So in the galley, actually, because it's underneath, it's in the back of the ship below the captain's quarters, you would have detected directly above you a lot of magic.
Yeah, I'm definitely going there.
Okay. So you'd go up the stairs. You'd be walking past Socks and Archibald doing their thing right before Lotus would have showed up.
You see Socks correcting.
Before Lotus showed up.
Oh, before Lotus. I'm so sorry.
Because the meanwhile, I want to make sure that's out there.
Yeah, you see Socks fucking ranting at Archibald about the proper way to cast Mending.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
the sword attached to his hip is glowing.
You would detect that magic.
You've identified
it. So yeah, you walk by, you detect the frost brand. You're like, okay, and then you just kind of keep walking. You get to the doors to the captain's cabin, which are currently closed, and there is lots of magic right on the other side of it. Oh, also Archibald's lit up like a fucking Christmas tree.
Expected. Seen that before. I've detected magic with him around.
Yeah, I'm like, the usual.
I'm going to listen to see if I hear anything on the other side of the door.
Okay, make a perception check.
That's not great. That's an 11.
Ooh. You can hear someone talking, and you can tell it's a woman, and the only woman you've seen on the boat so far is Lorelei, so you assume it's her. But that's all you got.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay. You knock on the door, a couple of swift knocks. There's like a moment of quiet, like the voice inside dies down, and then the door opens up. It's Lorelei, and she's like, you're not the one of your group who usually comes trying to talk to me.
I don't want to be rude, but I don't really want to talk to you.
Lorelei just kind of like clicks her tongue, and she's like, "You haven't gotten on my bad side yet, so please explain before you do."
Right. Okay. So, all right. Here's the thing. You got a lot of magic in this room,
and you know this
because I can see it.
Of course you can. You can all use magic, of course.
Right. So I'm just. Hear me out. All I want to do is see what it does. Is that cool?
You want to come look at all of my magical artifacts and relics and weapons so that you can know what it does.
Could be very useful. You don't know. What if you're knocked out and I know what these do now and you can't tell me? What if they're useful at some point?
And when do you think you're just going to have access to my cabin when I don't?
Literally right now, you can sit there while I do it.
Fine. And she opens the door. You're the one who can fix cannons and make magic things, right?
That would be me.
Do you think you can make a bunch of magic cannons?
How long are we going to be at sea?
Well, I'm going to be at sea probably until the day I die, which could be tomorrow, or it could be when I'm old and tired.
Okay, so how long am I going to be at sea? Because when we hit land, I'm gone.
Well, Shade Step is going to be, 12 days, 13 days. After that, if you want to stick around for Yubawa, it's going to be another week.
I'll be real honest with you. I don't know how long it would take me to make a magical cannon.
Worth asking. Of course, if you want to stay on the boat, I could pay you.
Oh. Okay, hear me out. What if, when I figure out how to make magical cannons, I come find you?
Fair enough. All right. Have at it. And she just are the doors all the way open, and she just gestures to a wall that is covered in various magical artifacts and weaponry.
I'm gonna say for the day, I'm gonna be identifying these things.
No, you're gonna be at the whole day.
That's what Twink's doing.
I'm gonna make a fun list. And
I can't wait to see it
later.
I can't wait.
You're getting that after the session.
Yeah, obviously.
All right, Lotus, Socks, Archibald.
So as Lotus comes back, she sees him correcting his form to be more like the Shade Step one, because he's realized that Archibald is leaner and the Westwood form is made for a little bit, denser people, and so he's correcting it to a more dexterous form. And then he walks up and goes, "Ah, Lotus, lovely. Are you ready to see a spar?"
Mm-hmm.
Great. And he pulls the sword and goes, "You get first swing." And he holds both of his hands up.
Oh boy, howdy. I'm so excited for this. Archibald makes a swing with the quarterstaff.
Could I do
Yeah.
a thing?
What
Could
would you
I
like?
attempt to grab this quarterstaff?
Give me one quick second to area. Yes, you absolutely could do that. We'll say so. Yeah, Mike, makes a dexterity check. Mike, he goes in basically to he does a full around the head and goes to do a very classic quarterstaff strike to Sox's shoulder, on the nearest shoulder to you. What did you roll?
17 plus 4.
Well, as that comes down, Lotus just reaches up and grabs it and pulls it aside. And Archibald just goes,
Sox goes, "I'm not the quickest. Certainly not as quick as I used to be. I figured this fight will be much more fun for you."
Uh-oh.
Kid fight.
Oh, crap.
And he looks at Archibald and goes, "I figured the hardest fight you could possibly deal with right now physically would be none other than the lovely Lotus. Good luck." And he takes 4 steps back.
But wait, I don't want to, it's just taken aback. Can you let go of my stick?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you. He takes it. He's like, "So, you're fine with me trying to hit you?"
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
Why are you saying it like that?
Because this is my favorite part of classes.
We are going to, right before the spar starts, as he's readying up again, we're going to cut to the cargo hold with the ring now sitting alone and Dolus in it.
The sad little ring.
And a flask.
Yeah. So cutting into
it's like the nightstand of a divorcee.
Jesus. So yeah, inside the ring, Dolus, after gathering all the information of so Sox is about to make not he's not making her, but he's having Lotus fight Archibald or whatever. He's he sits up. He's like, "I should probably go see to that," and he puts his mask on, and right before he goes out, he just you see he's focusing about to leave, and then he stops and he just looks over to where Kylie was last turned invisible, and just "Kylie."
She appears right next to you. Just, yeah.
He Dolus is gonna slowly turn and just kind of lean in a couple inches to her face. He's like, "Did you do something to my sister?"
I do something to your sister. Why would you accuse me of something like that?
Was just curious.
You know what they say about curiosity. They usually say it about cats, though, not birds.
Not shoes.
Is that a no?
That is a no.
Right. And Dolus will pop out of the ring.
Okay, yeah, he pops out of the ring. You pop out and you are suddenly at an uncomfortable angle on top of a crate with the flask jammed under your back.
Dolus kind of gets up, fixes his robes a little bit, he takes the flask and puts it in his pocket.
There is a crewmate 6 boxes down who is doing inventory, who just looks over and is just
fell asleep after breakfast.
Okay.
Dolus takes the flask and he starts walking back up to the top
Okay.
deck.
You walk back up, and as you come up the stairs, you come up to Archibald, swinging and completely missing over, like, right past Lotus.
Right.
And
Dolus,
he
he doesn't do anything because he knows in his mind that like he has seen Archibald's like physical experience. He's just in his mind, he's like, he's not gonna hit Lotus. He's just kind of like, he walks over next to Socks. He just stands. He doesn't say anything.
As Dolus walks up, he hears Socks go, and remember, Archibald, no magic.
No magic, yes, no magic, I know.
Instead of punches, I'm just poking him.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna make another attack. He does not miss. He swings at you again, the overhead, and Lotus kind of just walks under his arm, and he's like, ah! You're so fast!
And Socks goes, and remember, every time she touches you, you're dead.
I don't think that's how it works. I don't think I would die from just, ow!
Socks
You
goes,
would.
You would, if she was using a weapon.
He swings again.
Dolus kind of leans into Socks and is like, to be fair, even if it's Lotus, she doesn't need a weapon.
I know, but don't tell him that. We still need him to have some amount of confidence.
Right.
Oh god, I rolled so high and it still didn't. He brings the quarterstaff down like a hair's like just about to hit Lotus, and Lotus just kind of steps and it clacks into the floor and he goes, ah!
And he looks at, and fucking Socks looks at Lotus and goes, all right, Lotus, finish up. Lock him down.
Are you gonna
Grabs his head and
make a grapple? Let's see. You trying to That's gonna be that would be a strength one. Yeah.
10.
Ooh. That is the first and only nat 20 of the day. You go to grab Archibald, and in the moment that you are not dodging and dipping around him, he twists your arms around and locks you behind the quarterstaff, like really shockingly. So you are suddenly going from grabbing him to no, you are like pinned, like with the staff against you and him behind you. Stop poking me. Stop poking me. Stop poking me. I can't even have this.
Lotus, that's enough. I'm impressed. I mean, you know, you're dead 20 times over now, but I'm impressed you managed to lock her down.
Thanks. She stopped moving for a second, which made it a lot easier, and then he like lets you go.
Yeah. And Socks goes, and now I can at least trust you to not completely destroy my quarterstaff, as well as hopefully defend yourself without using magic and, you know, imploding.
To be fair, when I put a crack in your quarterstaff, it's because I was hitting a wall, because the weird angel told me I might be able to break. You know, actually, forget that I said that. Forget that's not it. That doesn't.
And Socks goes, exactly. I think that'll do it for today. I mean, as long as you know how to sort of defend yourself, and shockingly, you caught the fastest one here.
Archibald kind of like, yes, I did.
But don't forget, you died 6 times doing it.
Yes, I did.
But you did
Dolus
good.
leans into Lotus, and he's just like, you let him catch you. Right. On purpose? Right.
I let him catch me on accident.
All right. So, does anybody want to do anything else today? Anything specific? Well, then, this is going to be roughly, barring the, exact conversations and identifying some things, that is your routine over the course of the next 4 days as you sail towards Shade Step. Twink manages to identify all of the objects in Lorelei's room on the second day. And I will... If you decide to use anything or make anything in that time, we can discuss later. Because 4 days later is when you are all awoken again to those lovely, lovely alarm bells.
Socks sits up from his trance and is like, oh boy. All right. And he gets up and just like kind of taps at Lotus and scratches the top of Shoes' head, because I assume that Shoes just sleeps with her every night now.
Yep. The last 5 nights, Shoes has slept there. As you are brushing aside her little privacy curtain to scratch at Shoes' head, can you make a perception check for me?
I was gonna say he doesn't look, but we're here now.
I mean, you can still say that.
Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't look, because like he respects.
Make a perception check for me.
17.
Out of the corner of your eye, you can tell that she is not wearing the mask.
That's all.
You don't look directly.
Yeah. So
You just very clearly see that her mask is sitting off towards the side.
And Socks just kind of taps her, doesn't look, and then goes down, taps Dolus as well. It's like, up and at him. We have a new problem, I think.
Dolus is like, if this is another rowboat, I am going to lose my mind.
Socks looks over and at Twink's bed. And does Twink pull the privacy curtain at night? Yeah.
Nah,
She
he
goes,
doesn't care.
well, we're all still accounted for, so unless Archibald made a break for it. Or the Duke. Maybe the Duke finally got sick of us and ran.
Dolus is gonna get up and go over to Lotus's like thing. Sees it's like a bit open, and he just like very hurriedly like puts his hand in and like puts the mask over her face and like putting it on her face.
As you reach your hand in to put the mask in, Lotus has just sort of woken up and is adjusting it, and so you just kind of like palm at her hands and face.
I thought you were gonna say like Shoes just like tackles with his hand. Like a cat that just sees a sudden movement. It's like, ah, yes.
Dolus just kind of leans in and he's like, you have to be more careful to close the curtain.
I did.
Clearly didn't. Come on, let's go.
Does Socks hear that?
No, he's whispering into the thing.
Okay.
And then like he's like,
What
come
about
on,
Twink?
let's go.
He's donning his armor.
Okay, you get all your you done your armor. The other three make it up on deck. Let's say like half a minute before you. So as you come up on deck and the bell is ringing away, you are immediately, as you get up there, greeted by the sight of about 4 or 5 sailors on the side of the boat, all looking out. But something is off. Harmon is clearly one of them.
Still tied to the side of the boat.
No, he would have been standing by now. He's
Lotus
standing
is-
like that.
Lotus
When did
is
he get
sleeping, so
untied?
she's just grabbing hold of Dolus's sleeve and just like...
2 days ago. He got untied
2
2
days
days ago.
Cool.
So Socks walks up to Harmon and goes, Harmon!
As you walk up, you put your hand on his shoulder, and you immediately realize that you were a little groggy, so you didn't quite register it, but as you put your hand on his shoulder, it's solid. And you look closer, and the colors all seem correct. But Harmon and the rest of the sailors looking over the edge of the boat are made entirely of stone. And that's where we're going to end our session today.
Fuck you! Alright, god damn it, Medusa! You're pulling Medusa on us!
Could be a multitude of things.
It could be anything.
Gorgons,
Cool.
basilisks.
Could be dead, could be
Harmon just
temporary,
died?
could be 5 minutes, could be...
Harmon's fucking dead!
Not dead. Just maybe might be dead.
Maybe might,
Cool.
maybe might be not. We
Yeah,
don't know. But
yeah.
you can find out next time when you join us next week on Starlost Seas. It was so nice to have everybody.
Thanks.
Everybody say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. We'll see you next week. Maybe we're gonna maybe we'll be turned to stone and this campaign will just end. Like fucking session 9, you've all been turned to stone. That's
Reroll
it.
characters.
Let's go. Star lost? Yeah, you star lost your characters, you fucking idiots. Bye,
That was a
everyone.
good pun.